Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I would like to introduce you to my two signature latest journal. I haven't thought of a name yet, but she's a garden theme, obviously. Well, not obviously, but this image is just so spectacular, and this beautiful piece of gold lace here that I thought just looked like a beautiful fence is at the bottom of the cover. That was supplied by the Regent Bowerbird in Australia. You can get all the wonderful supplies from there. Seam binding closure, one of my favourites because you don't have to unwrap it and put it aside. The binding is the seam binding. Right, beautiful deep wide lace for a pocket with some collage tags. Some of them are 3D. It's a paper flower. This one's just got a lovely old pin, some sequins, a bit of ribbon. Isn't she gorgeous? Avocado dyed papers by my sister. Bit of stamping. A nice envelope pocket with raw silk. And a little tag. I've got some tiny little images in there because it's made a lovely little pocket on either side. I'll just leave that out and stop fumbling. I've food dyed some pretty blue paper. I just love doing that. We've got got a gorgeous bunny rabbit here, and I've punched the hole sideways in the tag, and that is lovely. An envelope pocket. I like him peeking out. Here we've got some digitals backed and made into a pocket, and I've just got some tatting, some ancient tatting there as a little tab. A little bit of netting. That's so sweet, isn't it? I love that. And then here we've got just a very simple tag with texture paste down here, stenciled. Gorgeous tactile feel of that. This opens out into a nice hidden writing space, and it was a book page, an old book page just made into a pocket there with some glorious little tags. One of my digital doilies. I mean, it looks so effective hanging over the page like that. Ruby and Pearl digitals. It's a bit of a mismatch. It's not all Ruby and Pearl, it's other people as well. And that glorious image, that's from a book I've got. And here we go with another simple tag, but with some nice texture down the bottom. It's not texture paste, it's actually card that's been embossed. And a nice envelope that was featured on an Instagram post not long ago. Just threaded some ribbon down the side, and it's an envelope lined. Makes a great pocket, and beautiful little corners there, which is a great way to use corners. This is a frame from Nathalie Line Dot Arrows kit. It's one of her frames. I've just put a lovely lady tending her clematis, I'm guessing, but it's a pretty colour, isn't it? Some wings, which is the closure, and in behind, a little bit of writing space. I mean, you could add more papers or a picture or whatever you liked. Some printed vellum, gorgeous image I just printed onto vellum, and a simple little journal card. A nice big writing tag. Ruby and Pearl pictures there, digitals. A nice vellum flip, just using some really pretty washi tape from the washi tape shop, and I've just I've got a corner punch, and it's so pretty, I love it. This is another envelope, fabric envelope this time, so it's really tactile. Nice little journaling card with some really pretty sequins and some lovely old ladies. So that's nice. Then here we've got a little bit of pretty rice paper flecked with gold and some digitals there, and I've just sewn a piece of seam binding on there, which makes it look so sweet. This is a little envelope that's just hanging over the page with another nice digital from Ruby and Pearl. You'd think I was on the design team, but I'm not. I just absolutely adore. I own pretty much every kit now. I think I've bought 20 kits. I shouldn't say that. And that is beautiful. Front and back, and I love that textured paper. Piece of an old lace doily dangling off the edge, so it looks pretty either way, and fabric. A piece of a lovely old 100-year-old serviette there, and a nice big journaling card of a pretty maiden. I played with texture paste on fabric there to make a belly band, and that's just avocado dyed. Look, my sister does a fantastic job, doesn't she? My Christmas present, that's all I wanted was her papers. And there you see it again. Her papers, just beautiful. She doesn't sell them. I'm trying to talk her into doing it for a living because she's so good. What do we have here? We've got some pretty ribbon with gold on it. Some little bits of bling. Just a simple envelope pocket. And I haven't got anything in this one. Don't know why, but anyway, I haven't. And that's a pretty digital from somewhere, I don't know where, but it's really old. And I've just embossed along the edges rather. This one, engaged July 15, 1919, and they must have married because there's a bit of a veil there. They must have. I've got an bit of an old necklace on a bit of string and like a cluster on that one. Beautiful big journaling card, backed. And we've got a lovely old book page with pockets and then tucks in behind. It's a cute little geranium envelope. It's adorable. A lovely lady. Isn't she glorious? Reminds me of my Auntie Jean. She looked like that. Oh yes, another Paris postcards, I think they're from. And I've made a lovely old envelope. Actually, it's been floating around in the studio for a long time out of an Edith Holden page. I just put some pretty lace on, and I found that in the op shop, and it's so I love the shield shape. So it's nice and heavy, and it holds it closed. But isn't that pretty? So I just included that. There's no point just me getting the benefit of it, is it? I'd rather put it in the journal and let someone treasure that. There's another side to that beautiful raw silk covered envelope pocket, and a nice little journaling card. Another digital, and this time I've made it into a pocket. I've just popped some pretty embossed paper in there. Second signature now. Stamping. Another tag. Another pocket. There's that beautiful flecked rice paper. That's that gorgeous image. I've used that multiple times. And I got that from a book I own. And it's so gorgeous. Just beautiful. So as you can see, flowers and gardens abound in this journal with a smattering of ladies. That is a copy. It's not a real, obviously it's not real ephemera, but it's a beautiful old Paris envelope rather, that you can take off and write on the inside. And this is what I've done here is I've hinged it. This was a big envelope pocket and I ended up cutting it off because it was just too bulky, and hinged it onto the page. So that's only one side of it. I've got a nice cluster and a gorgeous embellishment. Then I had another half envelope floating around, so I've stuck it onto that so that it actually fills the entire page, and then just made a little side tuck there with some tatting as a tab. Isn't that adorable? So then we've got another nice little journaling card with some tatting in the corner. The texture that the fabric makes, I just love that. And that is vintage. That's the middle of the signature. Another printed vellum as a pocket, and a nice rose. And this is actually a magazine page I had, and I've just gessoed over the writing so that you can write on the back of that. This is a nice tuck, which that's Sizzix Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder of the rose. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the feel of it. It's so pretty. I couldn't put tags in everything. That's just a nice piece of writing paper. I couldn't fill it all up, not every single pocket, because it's already gator mouthed. And I'm going to have to start mailing these out in boxes, I think, because I want whoever buys them for them to be filled with treasure. That's just out of an old book page, and it's just a simple 2 pocket. I don't think it's, oh yes it is 3. Oh, look at that, 1, 2, and then the 3. So 3 pockets there. We've got a belly band here, which is really, really sweet. Plenty of space for writing. This was a Victorian card where in an album, so you could put your photos in it. So I've just put a beautiful image there as though you're looking out the window through the fields, and there's a shepherd with his sheep, and the same one on that side. Nice little secret flip. Very simple book pages. Corners there. The rest of that gorgeous paper. Another envelope. I've gone crazy with envelopes, haven't I? I've made just a nice little pad, just a simple little pad to pop in there, just because I could. A large tag. This can fold down to cover that if you so wish, but that's a pocket in there. Gorgeous paper. Another flip using vellum, and a corner. I love the corners on these because it gives it weight so that it will hang down nicely. Hinge with music paper. And on the reverse side, another hinge, and this time gorgeous image of an architectural Gothic cathedral. Nice large tag there. And on the back we have a flip out. We have a pocket behind. We've got an old reproduction French letter and a journal card, and that's the pocket, which is lovely. And that is straight out of an old book. You can feel the page, so that can go in there and in there. And then we've got a nice, not heavily textured there with lace and a beautiful edging ribbon and some pretty washi from the washi tape shop. An old bank check there, so that folds in. And then we've got the beautiful lace on deep lace, which makes a great pocket, and a real bit of old ephemera. That is a first day of issue Australia stamp on the envelope, 1982, Wangaratta, Victoria, which is lovely. And that was also from the Bowerbird, Regent Bowerbird. Right, and then it closes. So there we have it, and I will be putting her on Etsy today at some point when I take photos. But I hope you'll like it. I love her. She was beautiful to do. Feminine, and who doesn't love flowers? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll go and check her out in my Etsy shop. Bye for now. Hope everyone stays safe. See you.